Welcome to School Zone. My name's John Williams. I'm principal of Silver Sand School, and today I'm here to tell you a little bit more about our wonderful school. Like I said, we're from Silver Sand School, and I'm here today with Miss Jana Lou Mills. She's our lead teacher at our school and teaches in our high school. Miss Mills, welcome to School Zone. It's going to be a good time telling them all about Silver Sands. We'll go ahead and get started and tell you a little bit about our school. Silver Sands has approximately 140 students. Our students, they come to us via an IEP team decision for them to come over. They're referred to our school for any number of unique abilities and special needs. So our students come from all around the county. We are a center school, one of the few in the state of Florida. But our students come to us. We have about 75 staff members. And those staff members have worked many years, in many cases, many years with students in need, and are a great. They do a great job with our students. We want to tell you a little bit about all of the different physical elements to our building before we go into some of the instructional initiatives and some of the events that we hold. So we would definitely want you to know that on our campus we have extra personnel for the unique needs of our students. One example of that is that we have a full-time RN. We also have a health tech like all the other schools in the county, but with our full-time RN, they serve a lot of needs specific to our students, such as being tube fed, any number of medications and things that they need to help students with. In addition, we have some very unique things in our county. We're the only school in Okaloosa County to have its own pool. So we do have a pool there. Our adaptive PE program uses that pool. Our students swim pretty much every day, and they love to do so. We do have to shut it down in the cold months, but it is a heated pool, so we try to go as long as we can because the students love the pool. They love to learn and be active there. We also have our own track and facilities, so our students use the track. They use that track for Special Olympics, as well as in our PE program. We have a state-of-the-art multi-sensory room, also known as a snozzling room. The snozzling room is an area that you can go in, our students use, almost like a recess time, as you would expect from other schools. But they use that to go in and de-escalate, desensitize, and calm down before we get into some of the real academic elements of our day. Really interesting facility there to see, and I hope you get some pictures of it later on in our program. We also are participating this year in a Grasses and Classes program like many of the other schools in the district, but we're going to take it one step further, and we're working towards a big program in horticulture on our campus going to be known as the Growth House. And the Growth House is a partnered initiative that we're working on with the Choctaw Basin Alliance to help grow some of the seagrass and sea oats and have our students help in raising those grasses, growing those grasses, and then putting those back out into the local waterways. So it's something we're very excited about and we're hoping to do on a very large scale. We have applied for some grant funding. We're hoping that comes through towards having our own greenhouse and horticulture program at large. And we're also partnering with the IFAS Extension Office to have some support from the Master Gardener program to come and support and volunteer with our students. One of the big things that we need from the community and that we enjoy reaching out to the community for is we like to have the community come in and volunteer and work with our students. The skills that our students need are usually center around socialization. They enjoy and need to be active in our community. And so to do that, we often like to invite the community in, and the Growth House will be a great opportunity to do that. Let's see, what else can I tell you about the school? Just for a reference point, our class sizes are very small for the unique needs of our students and unique abilities. Class sizes are probably around an average of about 10 to 12 students in a class or less, and usually include 2 to 3 staff members supporting those students. We have a number of services throughout the school, just usually on a larger scale. For instance, in a typical school, you would have occupational therapy and physical therapy and speech and language therapy. But at our school, those are those hours that those staff members put in are significantly more. Our students demand and require several more minutes per week of those services. So we have several of those staff members on board. We have 2 speech and language pathologists, 2 occupational therapists and 2 physical therapists that work on our campus throughout the week. We have a staffing specialist that's there 3 days a week that helps us to bring new students in, to review students' IEPs, their individual education plan, and make sure that we are providing for all of their needs. That's a very significant role in our building. So those are some real important things about our school, kind of the nitty-gritty. But we want to tell you some more about both our events. But first, we're going to move to instructional program and tell you some about our instructional program. So essentially, if you'll think about our school as having 2 tracks. And the 2 tracks are a pre-academic track and an academic track. In our pre-academic track, you've got students that are usually working towards communication needs. Many of them are nonverbal and are coming to us in pre-K not having a way to communicate with the world around them. So we're working with them all the time to find not only a way to communicate, but then the best way. In our academic track is more like a traditional school. Our students in the academic track are come to us again from pre-K on. We have an elementary, middle, and a high school, and then a school to work program. And Ms. Mills is going to tell you some more about the academic track.
Hi. As Mr. Williams said, the students move up through the academic track from preschool all the way through high school. And I'm one of the high school teachers. And I have an academic classroom which we use the access points, and it is extremely academic. We teach English to the different sciences, to algebra and so forth. But not only that, we also run some vocational type programs with the kids. One thing our kids do is the Seahorse Cafe. And they have a home ec room where every other week they cook meals for the staff, and the kids sell the meals, prepare, take the money. So they run every aspect as far as the Seahorse Cafe. And then I also have a Ellison project, and this is where we take die cuts and we make the Christmas cards and tags for the public, and we also make notepads, and we are in the process right now of making pumpkins for Thanksgiving, so they'll be out to sell soon. And we sell a lot to the community, but all the money that we make, that goes back into the community. We give to the Animal Protection League, the Shelter House, and different organizations each year. We also have the school store, and our kids run that, and they run it for the whole entire school. The kids come in as reinforcement for academics, behaviors, and they're given money, and our kids open the store and they run it, and then they sell the different items and so forth, and then we go out and purchase more items and so forth. So they do that. And then we also have a school to work program that we have 2 classrooms of school to work kids. So my kids in high school moved to the school to work program. And one of the classes has a full-time teacher and job coach. And they go out in the community to different places like Target, Subway, and they learn job skills, sort of on-the-job training. They go to one of the cafeterias, in one of the elementary cafeterias at Okaloosa and different places. And so they really get a lot of good on-the-job training and get to see different, work in different occupations, things that they may like as they graduate. They also have, they make pens and they sell them to the school system. They also have them in Petland and different places to sell. And they also make quilts right now. This is one of the things that they started last year, and they sell that to staff members in the community and so forth, to other schools and so forth.
So we do a lot of fundraising at our school, and we do that for 2 parts. Some of our fundraising is because our various programs are school-based enterprises. So they basically pay for themselves is our goal. And then there are some things that we do fundraising wise that are for different groups. So one, as Ms. Mills mentioned, one of the things we love to do is to raise money to donate to our local charities, to things like our students love to donate money to Paws and to Socks. We've done it for Wounded Warriors, and the Fisher House was one of our choices before. So it really interesting and wonderful to see. You'll never meet a group of students that love giving as much as this group of students does. But one thing we didn't mention before is that our programs last all the way from pre-K to the age of 22. So our students attend all the way until the age of 22. So when we think about the School to Work program, we're essentially setting our students up for a program in transition and transitioning them out of the school system and out of our school and ready for the world around them. Some of that is into a vocation, into a program where they can work, and sometimes that's into other opportunities where they can volunteer their time and give back to the community, because that's what they love to do. So we do have those two tracks, the pre-academic and the academic track. And like we said, many of our goals for both tracks are related to social skills and vocational skills and trying to provide that training. But we do, as Ms. Mills mentioned, we do work towards the access points. The access points are essentially accessing the Florida standards. So we're working towards that. And we do have an alternate assessment. The Florida Standards Alternate Assessment is our tool that we use to assess students. And we do take that every year and monitor progress that way. And we have some other ways that we monitor our students' progress on campus. But I want to move now to probably one of the more interesting parts of our school, and one of the things that the community loves, and we love it too, and that's talking about all of the events that we have. Because of our needs for socialization, we like to have as many events throughout the year where we invite guests in from around the community, and we have our students lead many of these events and have key roles in putting them on. They could be anywhere from plays to actual assemblies. But in every one that you would see, you're going to see students taking a lead role and our teachers teaching through those assemblies or those events. So one of the events that's coming up here very soon is going to be our Fall Festival. Now, traditionally, Silver Sands hosts its own Fall Festival, and we're very excited, and we're going to do that again. And that will be on the 28th. That's Friday, October 28th, and we'll have our Fall Festival on our campus. We have a lot of fall festival type games. We'll have a hayride. We'll have any number of activities that each of our classrooms will put on. But something, a little bit of a twist this year is we've been asked, and we have answered the call and excited to do so, for the city of Fort Walton Beach. We'll be hosting a special needs and a persons with disabilities fall festival on our campus on Thursday, the 27th, that evening. So that afternoon, I believe it's going to start at 6 o'clock. It may be a little earlier, just pay attention to the newspaper. But we will host it for the community, and then that way we'll have it all set up that night for the community to come in and enjoy our campus, see what we do, and just enjoy our fall festival. And then our own kids will get to enjoy the fruits of our labor the next day with a pretty heavy fall festival. So we're excited about that. We're excited to partner with the city of Fort Walton Beach and glad that they asked us. We also have a Christmas play every year and an end of the year play with our School to Work program. They put on plays throughout the year. This year, we're fortunate enough to have an art and music where actually our program title is Inspirational Arts. So our Inspirational Arts program is kicking off this year. And though we've always done plays, we anticipate we're going to be having a lot more of those with our new teacher, Ms. Sanko. So very excited, and the kids are really taking to that and enjoying it. Every 9 weeks, as a reward to our students after working so hard the 9 weeks and for socialization, we have a basketball shootout. Essentially, this takes on the theme of a pep rally, and we use our multi-purpose room. All students are able to compete, and many do. And then we also have our own cheerleaders for our school, and they will have a heavy hand in celebrating on that day. So we do that every end of the 9 weeks, and it looks like yours truly is the master of ceremonies for some of those this year. So it should be a real hoot. If you'd like to come join us, call the school. We'll let you know when the next one is. We also we have a partnership with the Special Olympics, and we try to do some of their activities in our PE program so that our students learn about the skills that they need to participate and enjoy Special Olympics. We participate in basketball and bowling. We have students that compete on the surfing team for Special Olympics. So we're very excited about that. And we enjoy having those partnerships with Special Olympics. We do several things for safety through our pool that we have, where we're teaching them about swimming safety and beach safety throughout the year. So those are some of the basic events that we have. But our springs particularly gets very busy. And I want Ms. Mills she's been through it many times and has led many of those programs along with several of our other staff members. And I want her to be able to take a moment and tell you about just how busy and what's happening in our spring sessions. Ms. Mills, tell us about what happens in the spring.
As Mr. Williams said, this is our busiest time of year, but the kids enjoy it so much. And we start out by having celebration of the arts night. And some PTO members and also members from the community, they come in and they help our kids with art projects. And each class has an art project, and each student. A lot of them have mini art projects. And then we have a celebration of art night where the community comes in. School board members, community, people from different schools and so forth come in, and they buy the artwork of the kids. And so the kids are so proud of themselves because they get to show their work to the community and also make money for our school. And then one of the big events that the kids, they start talking about it from the beginning of the school year is the prom. They love the prom. They start worrying about who's going to take them to the prom and what date they're going to have and what they're going to wear. And we have several events leading up to the prom. One is mother-daughter tea. And we pair with Fort Walton Beach High School, and they have been wonderful to us. They have volunteers throughout the year that come and help our students. So it's a very nice partnership. And they come in, they try on dresses. We have a big mother-daughter tea. The mothers come in, community come in, board members. And the high school girls, they model dresses for our students. So the students go with their moms, they get to pick out dresses and get ready for the prom. It's just a wonderful event. And then we also have Dude Day. And since we always have so much for the girls around prom, we wanted to have something for our boys. And this is where we invite community dads in, community members, all men, of course, and being Dude Day. And we had the fathers come in, and we have a big breakfast for the guys. And Fort Walton Beach High School leadership kids come in again. They're wonderful, the boys, and they come in and they put on skits for the boys, and they teach them how to tie ties, and it's just a wonderful event. And then while we have this going on, we have different, in fact, we bring some kids to the Choice High School here, and they do the hair for the girls. We have they also come in and they paint nails and get the girls ready. So it's just a huge event for prom night. So we have all this leading up to prom night, which is wonderful.
And we usually get some love in the paper. And if you were watching last year, you probably saw us. We were featured for both Dude Day and for some of our prom, and we were very excited about that. We love to show that off, and we love for the community to know about our students' prom. It is one of their favorite days. Mm-hmm. Tell us about Alumni Day, because I know this is something really important to you, Ms. Mills.
Alumni Day. This is for not only the students, but it's staff members that are alumni of Silver Sands. So it's a very wonderful day because we get to see the kids come back, and it's like their home. I mean, the school is like a home because a lot of us have been there a lot of years, and a lot of the students have been there since they were 4 or 5 or come in at junior high. So and we have our students for years, so it's really a home feeling our school is, and I think that's one thing that attracts parents into our school, or parents that want their kids to go to our school, I should say. But we have a big cookout for the kids, and we visit for hours, and we have old staff members that come out and also kids, so it's really nice. In fact, I have one student that came in this morning, and yesterday morning wanting to know when Alumni Day was. So they're
wanna
ready
know
to
when
come
it
back
is.
in and visit.
And we have them call the school and wanting to know when Alumni Day
Yes.
is if they've already graduated. It's great.
Yeah,
And so
it's a big day.
speaking of graduation, that's another excellent event. We put on our own full graduation. Last year we graduated 11 seniors. So we make a big deal of graduation. They've worked very hard. Like we said, many of them have been there a very long time for their academic career, essentially. And so we make a big deal of it. It's a bittersweet day, just like many graduations, but we enjoy it. It does start with our senior luncheon, and we have that. Again, many of those parts are student-led. And then Miss Mills takes them on a grad trip as well. And so I don't know, have we chosen the event this year for grad trip?
Well, it's
coming.
usually Wild Adventures.
Okay,
That
all
seems
right.
to be a good
So we'll
place for our
probably be
kids to
heading
go,
there.
and that's their request
Got it.
usually is Wild
Great.
Adventures. So.
Well, we've spent a lot of time talking about the events and the programs at Silver Sands. It doesn't do it justice. Probably the best way to know about Silver Sands is to come by and visit us, and we'd welcome you. We'd love to take you on a tour. It's what our students need, is to have interaction with the community. So maybe it's something you'd like to do, to come volunteer in a class or work with us. But we'd just love to show you the school. We'd love for the students to meet you and for you to meet our students and to see the program that we run. So we also have a video. I don't know how much of that we'll get to see. Hopefully we'll get to see all of it, because it does showcase our school. It would be a good opportunity for parents if you're considering or you think that your student might be appropriate for our school. The avenue to go is essentially you need to talk with your IEP team at your school. But if you're thinking that our school might be something for you, this video would give you kind of a day in the life at Silver Sands. So we look forward to you seeing that. We welcome you into our school anytime, and we thank you, School Zone, for having us out today.
Thank you.
Here's Jorge. Everybody's riding.
Hey, Emma.
Look at this nice smiling bunch right here. Yeah.
Good morning, Keith. How are you? Mr. Williams. Mr. Mayor.
Oh, here we go. Walking.
Say cheese.
Say cheese. Come on. Okay, you got you. Come on, you got you. Come on, Isaiah.
Go, Isaiah.
Come on, Isaiah.
This is video. You can keep walking.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Take proof through the night and our flag. still there. Oh, send us that star-spangled banner yet wave. Oh, the world of rain and all.
Keep walking. This is a video. There we go. Some good-looking guys. There you go. Oh yeah. There you go.
No, she is not.
Show them how you go underwater. Show them how you go underwater. Go 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Yeah.
Let's go!
Always riveted. Here we go.
You put the frog in front of the lily pad. In front. In front. In front. There you go. Good job. Now how about under the lily pad? Put him under. Wait for it.
There you go. Good job. Okay, now we have the car and we have the bridge, okay? So we can go under the bridge, we can go over the bridge, we can go beside the bridge. Okay, I'm gonna start this.
anything else, I want to make sure that we, throughout the day, we make sure that this day is all about our graduates. So I'm going to introduce a lot of folks, but first, I'd like if our graduates just stood for a moment so we can give them a round of applause.
So this is from what our associates, when we come out, we're able.
Bam! Everybody smile and wave at the camera. Look at all these high schoolers going home. Yay, Tyrone, good for you. Good job, buddy.
Sir.
Good job, Corey.